Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to our Criss-Cross Applesauce Let's Build a Zoo Animal Genetics Challenge, where I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was thinking that since if I have lined everything up properly, it is about to be, oh hey yeah, of course, you guys can have 50% of our mascot's money, like, in order to go ahead and save the rainforest. Go for it, Joy, I really like her. Maybe we should go ahead and recreate her in some of our Sims 4 adventures, or and she gave us some more of the Ravelisa, which we've already unlocked, but thank you, dear, thank you. Oh dear, here come all of the guests. Well, before we saved the rainforest, which does make me feel pretty good for the start of the morning, I was about to tell you all that if I have lined all of our adventures up properly, then it is currently getting ready to be spooky season, which happens to be my sister's favorite season in the world, so I was either going to do something with platypi, and her favorite animal is the platypus, and everything else that we could possibly crossbreed it with, or try to create the most terrifying abominations that we could, like when we crossbred a clam and a king crab. I'm still a little scarred by the creation that we made that way. Except then I thought, you know what, why don't I check in on the main zoo to see what things we have left to research so that we can add it to our wonderful laboratory zoo. And I realized I didn't need to make any crossbreeds in order to terrify all of you guys for the spooky season. I just needed to look at the horror that happens to me the first zoo we made. Is this just gonna be the running theme? A badger just got incinerated. Oh, great. I hope it died of old age. Oh my gosh. But I feel like this has become a running theme in our lives where natural enthusiasm and excitement carried us forward really far when we first start building a zoo, like in our Planet Zoo adventures as well. And then when we turn around literally a few years later, we're like, what is this? What is this mess? What is this chaos? Do you guys happen to see the tiny little itty bitty pens? What is this? That is not enough room for a chicken. If we have over $9 million, why do I have my chickens basically stuck into like the tiniest corner in the backyard? Why do I not have more room for my cows to roam? And why have I only hired one poor farm picker for all of these farms? I was wondering why my farms were getting harvested, and then I checked and there was only one poor woman trying to do all of this. I was stunned. I can't believe I have done that to her. I am so sorry, random employee of mine. I gave her a big bonus if it helps, and I hired like 10 other people immediately. But I mean, what is this? These are not exhibits. These are like prisons. These are jail cells for our animals. So, we will be trying to correct this from time to time, even though we will be spending the majority of our time over in the laboratory when it comes to searching out all of the new variants and all of the different genes that we could mix and match. But I can't exactly turn my back on these guys in good consciousness, and also this is where we need to come in order to not only unlock new research, but also unlock new animals. Like the fact that if we go ahead and trade this skunk to the Berlin Zoo, then they actually have some deer that they would trade us. And if we go ahead and trade this koala, and yes, we did get koalas, I snagged them a few days ago, like in-game, behind the scenes, because I was trying to see how bad the chaos was here, and the answer is really bad. But if we trade the koalas to the Rio de Janeiro Zoo, we will actually be able to get ourselves some sloths, and there are 7 other animals other than the deer and the sloth that we still haven't collected from here. Like the fact that there are tigers that we still have not gotten from the Bangladesh Zoo. Apparently, we need a mysterious creature from the Berlin Zoo, cough cough the deer and its variants, in order to get the tigers. We still have the little tanuki, the raccoon dogs that we need. Well, you know, tanuki are the mythological animals who do indeed, thank you Tokyo Zoo, happen to be well endowed, I see that. But we have raccoon dogs that we still haven't snagged from the Tokyo Zoo, which is close enough to a raccoon for my sake. And I think we need a beaver from them, also from the Berlin Zoo, or for them. And then we need to get, I think, the tigers, probably, or lions, in order to get otters from the Singapore Zoo. And we need to go ahead and we need to trade a animal, I think it's the raccoon dog variant, to the Sydney Zoo to get the freaking emus, because I love emus. Like, how could we not mix emus and their very ancient, distant relations? Well, we're all very anciently, distantly related to the dinosaurs, but still. But I would love to go ahead and have all of those animals. And in order to get them, we can only unlock those trades here. However, we can unlock all of the variants in our main laboratory zoo, so maybe we won't have to torture these poor creatures by keeping them stuffed to the brim, trying to go ahead and breed variants for us. Instead, we can just kind of work on unlocking this and that and trying to make everything else mildly more ethical than whatever the heck this is. This is terror. This is the spooky season unleashed upon us, because it is the spookiness of when you open up your closet and you know you've been stuffing things into your closet and just going la la la, I'll take care of it for several months or years in this case, and you realize that it's exploded in your face and now you actually have to clean up after your own mess, and oh, isn't that just so painful to think about? That's the adult version of spooky season, I think. Oh boy. All right, well, we do also have a bunch of research that we can unlock here as well, which is another great reason to be here, especially because a lot of this are the farms. I want to have like a self-sustaining little civilization in all of our zoos, but particularly our laboratory zoo, where we have all of the resources we've collected across the terrestrial, aquatic, and dinosaur zoo in one place. And I want to be able to make sure that we can make it basically as self-sustaining and amazing as possible by being able to turn all of our trash into bacteria that we're recycling, whichever one we want. I want to be able to have tons of different farms that can end up creating lots of the like improbable meats to go ahead and replace all of that in our shops and feed our people. I'm going to start treating our laboratory zoo kind of like I like to in many of our different series, where we kind of try to build it so it looks more like a little city village thing rather than a zoo. But we will have like, I mean, I guess we'll have like the city of rainbows, because there's a lot of rainbow things we haven't unlocked either. But there are a lot of different farms: cotton, ginger, coconut, the eucalyptus tree. I also have found the koala tea. So I unlocked koala tea, I unlocked the sleepy sloth, and we unlocked the hot air balloon attractions, as well as the bathhouse. I'm very excited about all of those things and cannot wait to see what they look like. We might end up putting a few of them here in the terrestrial zoo, is just what I'm going to call this one because it was the base game zoo. Yeah, we might end up putting a few of those in here just to see how they work. But our main reason for being here, other than, you know, trying to make up for the sins of the past, is to unlock things like the desert statue packs, where we can go ahead and decorate our brand new zoos, or our old ones if we're feeling guilty enough, with all sorts of different decorations, like the giant sloth fountain, the sloth statue. We could get some rainbow trees, which could be really fun to work with. Ooh, and the themed archways, of course. So yeah, there's a lot of decorations, a lot of bins, a lot of farming to go ahead and unlock. I don't think we're obviously not going to stay here to unlock all of them, but I do think that we should go ahead and try to get a couple of the new animals. Also, let's go ahead and unlock this large rock pack. Ooh! It's another attraction, helicopter tour. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Yes, I want the helicopter tours. That sounds just so freaking cool. Okay, so we have helicopter tours unlocked now. The things that we unlock here are just bonkers amounts of research points. So hopefully the research scientist we have, Drusilla and Ramona, will be able to do their jobs. And while we're kind of waiting for them, let's pick a target for what we want to unlock here before we're kind of like, all right, we're good, ready to start heading out. I think the rest of the floors. I know that seems really boring. Oh, wow, never mind. Not when the floors look like this. That's really vibrant. Wow. I know that seems really boring, but the floors are kind of like the baseline for laying out some of the areas that we have in our zoo. Well, I take that back, actually. You know what? The trees, the fountains, we build around them. And I've got grass. I've got different colors of grass. Who needs floors when I could just put down more seeds, right? So maybe we'll unlock these statues. We'll focus on like the desert statues and the archway. I think, how many more archways do we have? I think 2 more to unlock? I think so. It's very helpful when it tells you like, hey, you get a bonus if you unlock all of them, because then I know how many are left, because I feel old being like, is this like science bingo? I line up the improbable farm workers with the bush pack and I'm supposed to find something around here. Oh, well. All right, so I take it back. Forget the floors. We're going to be unlocking the deco statues. So we'll go for this one and this one. And then we will reevaluate. It looks like the rest of them are like animal ice statues, which I think we've already unlocked in the aquatic zone. Some of these are repeats, and I want to make sure we focus on some new things personally. So we'll see about that. Maybe the sloth fountain as well, because we don't have as many fountains yet as I wish we could. But who knows what secrets the dinosaur zone might be hiding. And who knows what secrets this terrifying... Look at this place. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. I tried to go ahead and update it in a few locations just to make it nicer for some of our poor animals. But I honestly, it's just chaos. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Or maybe don't. But look at all of our little panda fowl. Oh my word. And what is this? Oh my gosh, it's a capybara duck. And here's a Curly the capybara. Oh, okay. I might have to go ahead and make that giant Excel sheet with these guys. Oh my gosh. A pafanda. I totally forgot about this pafanda. I try not to do too many of the crossbreeds without you guys because I want to share the stunning glory of them. But the pafanda, the white peafowl with the panda. Oh my gosh. And I think we actually have unlocked all of the panda variants now. And that's another thing that actually accidentally ended up happening behind the scenes. And they're all so cute. We have a big backed panda. We have got like a cinnamon panda. We have got a mocha panda. We've got, well, you know what? Maybe we should have like one of each variant in our laboratory zoo as well. So we can really look at the different details. Because our laboratory zoo, where we're going to combine all of these things. I know I keep saying that, but I'm trying to... Naming everything the same name has not assisted in helping to clarify to you guys what I'm talking about, unfortunately. But basically in our laboratory zoo, I love the idea that, you know, we're a community of scientists. So it would be nice if we could research all the different variants, and if we give them nanotechnology so that they don't die as quickly, we can also maybe stick to like having one gender. So then we don't have to worry about them breeding and breeding and breeding until suddenly we're staring in mild horror at like how overpopulated some of these exhibits have gotten. Like our poor capybara! Ooh, look at the new variants though! Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Oh my good word. Like, I haven't been over here. Oh, I forgot about our long-haired capybara that looked like squirrels! Oh my goodness, Dicker, you're so cute. Oh, but there's too many of them for sure. We definitely need to go ahead. Oh my gosh, this is a breeding house, not the release place. Ooh, and we have new wolf types. Okay, yeah. There's a lot going in many different directions, and I'm proud of myself for recognizing that we're gonna need to focus on something in order to get things done. What can we get new breeding pairs of? Ooh, the wolves. You guys, like, look, I know what side of, like, the bread my toast is buttered on, and wolves and warrior cats, dinosaurs and horses are how my beloved husband Chips and I have had like a roof over our head and food on our table for years now. Ooh, also there's new bears. So let's see. There's a new chance of bear. Good. I know this looks like chaos. It is chaos. Just hang on. Keep your arms and legs inside of the chaos at all times, and maybe we'll get through this together. All right, let's see. Oh, there's a new type of skunk we could breed. I really want to see what it looks like. Oh, that's going to be so fun. But we do need to get a tradable variant of that white-backed skunk. So while we wait for the research points to pile up and while we clean up after whatever this is, can we actually trade for that skunk? No, because that was the one we just put in the breeding pen. So I could have sworn, oh my gosh, this is so chaotic. We will clean this up. I'm almost tempted. I'm so smart, look at us. I was breeding that skunk, so we can go ahead and trade it for deer tomorrow. Oh boy. I need to make another section. We're gonna add another section before we get the poor deer in here. I promise. Like, look, we'll expand 2 sections. What's the point of having millions of dollars if we are not trying to treat our animals better than this, you know? Oh good, we still have millions of dollars. I was a little worried I was gonna really regret those words for just a second. All right. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of skunks. Okay. How about this? We go ahead, we now have a whole bunch of these beautiful, look at Mischief, this skunk with her little white back. Oh, she looks like a very smelly, angry badger. I love it. But we'll go ahead and we will make a section for the skunks to have more room to roam. And then, oh dear. Oh, yep, hello, yes, oh, I know you're bored, calm down. Off, 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 okay. Oh, and our animals have low water, we need to feed them, oh my gosh. Like I said, so much going on, but why not just embrace the chaos? Because that's what we do here. All right, so let's see. Let's actually, we're gonna give the skunks more room because there's still variants to have. And then actually, this may be a bad idea or it may be a very good idea, but what if we move all of the skunks in here and put those 2 deer in this forest exhibit while there's just 2 of them, so we can keep a better eye on our breeding pair. I should get rid of this thing. Never mind. Like, what am I saying? Oh, and the koala! That's right, we'll have to check and see how many variants of koala we have available to breed in just a second too. Also, if you hear a knocking upon the door, that's for some reason, like, they're doing work on my downstairs apartment neighbor's place. I don't know what, but there's been like the sound of saws all morning. It's quite interesting because that is not how it normally sounds here. So I've been a little distracted. Let's see. Let's start with something like this, I think. Out of the way, people. And then we'll have the deer go in here. We might expand. You know what? You know what? What's the point of having millions of dollars if we are not going to give our animals the best shot? Because they definitely are going to need it, given the way things looked over here. Plus, you know, if deer breed here anything like they do in real life, we're going to need lots of room. Oh, and maybe I could put some extra bunnies in here, because I don't think we have any bunnies anymore. Which is just so sad! How could we go without the bunzos? KP bar spot. The bear subway! I love rediscovering things that we've had for years that I've forgotten about. It's one of the glories of like having a memory that can be a little bit fuzzy. 2, 3, and then we'll do 4. Okay, we'll put it right here. And then we need to actually put in a tree that has behind it none other than a water pump. Providing enough water for our animals actually happens to be something that we've been struggling with in a few of our spots. Not saying that I popped in here to check on things and found that a few of our animals had like died of thirst. That absolutely didn't happen to our crocodiles. I have no idea what you were insinuating. And let's see, let's put in, ooh, I love these little water basins because they look like cute little tree trunks. So of course I would love them. All right, let's see. We'll put one over here. But we have, I guess I shouldn't be surprised if we're running low on water for a lot of our animals quite often. But we're running low on water for a lot of our animals quite often. All right, let's see. And then what do you think? Oh, the leaf piles. Yeah. We'll do some different leaf piles for the deer to be able to play in. Because they look like giant bushes that they could hide in, right? Yeah, we'll put several of them in. Because that should be enough enrichment for a nice herd of deer, if you ask me. And then maybe even like a couple, yeah, we'll do like a couple autumnal looking leaf piles, because why not? There we go. And then what else with the deer? The salt block? I think I have a salt block in here, which, oh yeah, here we go. That's absolutely like a deer necessity, come on. All right, and we'll put that in, maybe one over here. I would love to watch the deer run around with these little jolly balls. I think that would be really cute. I can't wait to be able to put like the enrichment from all 3 of our different zones in for our different animals, because I think it'll be really cute. All right, and then high beams? It is really fun. Oh, we could put in a little cliff. It is actually really fun when you can see the animals that you don't expect, like climbing up on the cliffs, not gonna lie. Let's see, maybe a little perch. Or actually, do I have those logs? Yeah, this one! We can see the deer stand up on this log and like stare at us and stomp their little hoof angrily. All right, and we can even put in, how about a little bit of the water deco, of which we still have a lot to unlock for the lake, but I am having a hard time making the lakes go away. After you do this, you can, like when you first put the lake down, I'm having a fine time being able to remove the water. But as soon as I click away to break the immersion, just so you guys know, in case this is like a bug you might run into as well, as soon as I close this water deco tab, I cannot remove that lake again. And to get rid of it, I have to remove the the exhibit from being here, and then I have to go in and manually put dirt down to remove it. So it's a bit of a pain in the rump, so just be cautious if that's a bug that you might run into as well. But it can be worked around. I mean, you know, sometimes you just have to make a game out of that kind of stuff. And speaking of the water deco, I think there's actually quite a bit we haven't, okay, there's a couple things we haven't unlocked yet. So I did, oh, the mangrove, grassy, oh my gosh. The grassy rocks. Oh, and a little frog. Oh my gosh, it's a frog fountain. I love that. I didn't know we had a frog fountain. It's so cute. And we have the little pot fountain. I knew about the pot fountain. And we have cranes. Oh my gosh, those are actually really pretty. Okay, I could have quite a bit of fun with this. And the little lotus flowers. A big lily pad, which doesn't quite fit in any of these locations, unless I do that. You know what? I'm okay with that, yeah. We'll do a couple of those, one of these. Am I gonna let my deer actually get inside of the waterway? No, because they sometimes get stuck and it's very annoying. All right, let's see. And maybe a tiny paper lantern, which I hope they don't eat. Yay! Sweet! Well, the good news is, friends, we may be up at least one species in just a moment here. But before we add it, I totally am not doing this because we may or may not have run into a few things where I turned around and the animals had passed away. I'm absolutely not doing it. Like, that never happened here. But maybe we should assign an animal keeper to that exhibit before we put the animals in, for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Also, I did learn another trick. You want to give a bonus to all of your employees at once. You select the bonus and then you apply it across the board. And basically then you don't have to go from person to person like I have been, and you guys have probably been like, being like, Seri, what are you doing for so long? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But that really helps, because then everybody is like, wow, I love my job. In fact, why don't we go ahead and give more people, like the poor shopkeepers. Who knows what these poor shopkeepers have been having to endure. But let's see, shopkeeper. Well, what if I just want to like look at my, hello? Yes, shopkeeper staff. Yes, indeed. Okay, and then we can come over. Hello, ma'am. You have no energy because you need, I think they have no energy because you need to have extra shopkeepers. We could not do it in the aquatic zone for some reason, but here I unlocked enough shops so that you can hire 2 shopkeepers per shop, which I think could be pretty useful. Let's go ahead and give all of them a very big bonus because our poor shopkeepers, like, we need them all to be super polite to everybody. And there we go. Yeah, you guys can all have a huge bonus. I don't mind if we like overpaid a ton of you, because I feel bad for them. Oh my goodness. And then who else? You know what? Our little farmers, our animal keepers. We already gave one to. Everybody deserves having a few more. Our janitors, absolutely our janitors. Everybody deserves pay bonuses, but because this is chaos, we'll go ahead, janitors, shopkeepers, and the zookeepers, everybody who basically has to scoop up somebody else's poop, just got a huge bonus. There you go, friends. All right, so I forgot to set Blanche to actually have that as a zone, didn't I? Or did I do it? Was I that good? Was I that good? Yes. Oh my gosh, I was. We've done it, friends! All right, to the trade. There we go. Here we have it. We're going to send out Pork Chop the skunk, and she is going to be traded out for these 2 darling deer. The skunks are fantastic, thanks. They stink up the place so much that no more kids have been bothering our animals with their disco music. As a way of celebrating, we've invited the Berliner symphoniker to play at a concert for our hippopotamuses. It was wonderful. That's wonderful. Hippopotami, by the way, not hippopotamus. But there we go. Okay, do we have enough research points to unlock one of our goals? We do! The desert statues, which totally it looks so cool, and it makes me want to make like golden pigs to go with the desert statues. I wonder if we have any other golden animals. We'll have to see. But all right, that is one of the new species that we are trying to go ahead and discover down. But now we need to see if we have some other ones, like the sloths waiting for us. The beavers are already ready. Oh my gosh. I need to lie down. I love beavers. I love beavers. We may have finally built a forest that's big enough. I think this might become a mixed habitat in like 2 seconds. 2 shakes of a beaver's tail. But all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this absolute chaos. I am pretty sure that you guys are about as terrified of this Franken zoo that we have created. It's even more of a Franken zoo than the zoo where we literally take like a tiger and put it on the head on the body of a lemur. Like, that's amazing to me. That's amazing to me. But it just goes to show how your skills go up over the years. But all right, I'm gonna tidy this place up. We're gonna get ready to add in beavers, and we'll see how many of the other species and how many of the other research things we have to unlock next time, and see if we're ready to go back to our wonderful laboratory zoo to see what sort of amazing creatures we can crisscross applesauce the genes of, or we might go say hi to our dinosaurs. Like, that would be really cool too. How do you say hello to a dinosaur? Like, rar? Grr? Huh. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Stay curious. Bye-bye.